On today's show, we have injury updates on both LeBron James and Rui Hachimura. We'll get to what Lakers head coach JJ Redick said about the duo, and Luka Doncic has some praise for his new teammate Austin Reaves. All of that and more coming up here on the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. Welcome into today's show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And before we get in to the bulk of today's show, if you want to wish LeBron James and Rui Hachimura a speedy recovery, go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon. It's a free and easy way to help out the channel. And without further ado, let's hop right into today's show. JJ Redick gave us a bit of an update on what to expect from the Lakers duo that is injured before last night's game against the San Antonio Spurs. And let's hop right in. Here's what he had to say about Rui Hachimura. He said, very unlikely that there's stay-ready games for both Rui, and LeBron James. I'd have to look at the next 3 weeks, but very unlikely they practice. I think there's a practice in April. That's just the reality of playing every other day. Even if we do something on the court, there's not going to be any live contact in between game days. And this is obviously not ideal for the Lakers, but such is life in the NBA. Teams these days very rarely practice. They very rarely go into shoot-around, and there's just not much time in between games for those guys to get live reps. The Mavericks the other day had to send Anthony Davis down to the G League in order for him to get a practice in, and maybe the Lakers can do something similar with both LeBron and Rui to get them up to game speed. That could be a potential option for the Lakers, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like these guys are going to return anytime soon. And here's what Redick had to say on LeBron and Rui once again. He said, so they're just going to have to ease their way back in. It basically means they're going to have to go right into the fire. Some of us have had to do that. I've had to do it a few times. It's ideal to have a practice, but I just don't think that's realistic right now. And with the Lakers where they are in the Western Conference standings, the Lakers really aren't going to try to practice as much as they can. They're trying to get bodies healthy, trying to get as much rest as they can before the grind of the playoffs. You take a look at their stats this season. Obviously, LeBron James doing this at the age of 39 and 40 is absolutely remarkable, shooting 51.7% from the field and 38.4% from three, which has to be close to a career high for LeBron there as well. Rui Hachimura shooting 41% from three on 13 points a game, averaging over 5 boards as well. Both of these guys are extremely important to the Los Angeles Lakers and their aspirations to hoist the Larry O'Brien in the middle of June. And obviously, you want LeBron back and healthy as possible, and Rui as well. And I think Rui can play a variety of roles, whether you put him back in the starting lineup or you bring him off the bench. JJ Redick certainly has options with Rui, but either way, he's going to play an important role for this team. The Lakers do need another wing presence who can both defend and rebound a little bit. Rui gives you a little bit of both, and also he can catch and shoot open passes from Luka. So both of these guys are super important, but the thing to remember is both of these timetables are TBD. There isn't a definitive timetable for either of them to get back on the saddle and play again with the Lakers. The final day of the regular season is April 13th, so we're sitting at right around 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks from that date, and it's possible that one or both of those guys doesn't get a game in before the playoffs begin. We hope that's not the case, and we hope they can knock some of the rust off in those final games. But when you look at the Western Conference standings right now, the Lakers are currently sitting in fourth. Obviously, 2, 3, and 4, very close there in proximity as well. So the Lakers could go as high as 2 here. And look, if you're the Lakers right now, you don't want to have to face the Nuggets and the Thunder. Their ceiling, the Thunder are going to wrap up the 1 seed. I think we can all pretty much agree there. They should want to aspire to get that number 2 seed in the West. But at the same time, you do not want to rush LeBron or Rui Hachimura back in order for them, or so they don't potentially re-aggravate their injuries, and they have to deal with that throughout the postseason. Obviously, no one is 100% this time of year in the NBA, but as long as those guys are as healthy as possible and ready to go for game 1 against whoever they face in the first round of the NBA playoffs, that is goal number 1. Next, we'll get to what Luka had to say about Austin Reaves, and spoiler alert, it's pretty freaking awesome. So we'll get into that here in just a second, but first, I do need to tell you guys about our sponsor, which of course is PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. PrizePicks has over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, making daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. March is basketball season, and don't miss out on the real money action with our friends at PrizePicks, the best place to win that real money in over 30 states, including Georgia, Florida, Texas, and, of course, California. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And when my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. It is college basketball season, like I said, and they're offering you a free square with Janai Broome, the best player in the country out of Auburn. If you think he's going to score more than half a point in Auburn's opening game of the tournament, you take the more there, you pair it with a couple of other projections, and you can win some real money. So you can copy my picks on screen right there or make picks of your own. Just please make sure you do it with our friends over at PrizePicks. Again, download the PrizePicks app today. Use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even need to win to receive that bonus. It is guaranteed. Again, download the app. Use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. That link will be in the comments and the description of today's show. It is PrizePicks. Run your game. Luka Doncic had some nice words for his teammate Austin Reaves, and he spoke very highly of him after the Lakers' 125-109 win over the San Antonio Spurs. And Austin Reaves is certainly benefiting from Luka Doncic running the show, getting to play off ball a little bit as well. And you can see that in his play. Here's what Luka had to say on AR. I mean, this guy just scored 30 in his 4th game in 5 days. That explains everything. He's an amazing player. For him to go undrafted is unbelievable. It's not easy to go undrafted and then play at this level. It's amazing to be by his side. Austin Reaves, obviously a draft pick of the an undrafted free agent from the Lakers a few years ago out of Oklahoma. And here's his last 4 games here. 30 against San Antonio, 28 against Phoenix, 37 against Denver, and 28 against Milwaukee. He's one of the hottest players in the NBA right now, especially from deep, and it really is remarkable to see what he's doing. In the absence of LeBron and both Rui, the Lakers desperately needed a scoring uptick from somebody, and Austin Reaves has been that guy. I think he's going to be key for the Lakers down the stretch here and into the postseason. Now, it'll be interesting to see when the Lakers are at full strength how they distribute the shot attempts and how the scoring distributes. I think it'll obviously be Luka and LeBron at the top. Will Austin Reaves be your 3rd guy, Rui your 4th, and so on and so forth? Either way, I think you have to find a way to keep Austin Reaves at his current level, because if you do, and you add LeBron back to this lineup alongside Hachimura and Luka, with Jackson Hayes playing the way he is as well, this is truly a championship caliber team. And Austin Reaves this season averaging almost 20 points a night. He's gotten better in every single season he's been in the league. The efficiency stats are there as well. He can also run the offense if he wants to run the second unit when Luka is on the bench. He's really good at that as well. And like I said earlier, they're going to need AR scoring in the postseason. I think he's going to have to be that number 3 guy behind Luka and LeBron. You know you're going to get 30 from Luka. You know you're going to get 27 or 28 from LeBron. Can Reaves give you that 20 to 21? I know he's averaging almost 20 in the regular season. Let's see if he can elevate his game to another level in the postseason. And if he does, the Lakers are going to be the most feared team in the Western Conference. And I truly believe that. I want to ask you this, though, before we get on out of here. Can Austin Reaves be a 3rd option on a championship team? The Lakers already have their bona fide 1 and 2. Can Reaves step up to be that number 3? Let me know down in the comments. Type Y for yes or type N for no. Just a little look at the Lakers' upcoming schedule here. They take on the Denver Nuggets. That'll be a big game on March 19th. They take on the Milwaukee Bucks, who are playing pretty well right now on March 20th and the back-to-back there. The Lakers have had a lot of back-to-backs. They just played 4 and 5 nights because they had to reschedule that game with the Spurs, I believe, because of the wildfires. So they've had a bunch of back-to-backs and weird scheduling here this season, have the Lakers. But regardless, on Saturday they take on the Chicago Bulls, the Orlando Magic, and Indiana Pacers there in a little road trip on the East Coast. So that's what the upcoming schedule looks like for the Lakers. They should be able to take advantage of some easier matchups there. Before we get on out of here, please hit that thumbs up icon. It's a free and easy way to help out the channel, like I said earlier, and we'll see you soon here on the Lakers Report.